We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it.
Things that you got going on?
I have a lot of medical things going on. Yep.
What's one big one?
Cerebral palsy.
Okay. And what does that do? What does the cerebral palsy do for your body?
Can you get up and out of bed in the morning on your own?
I can get up. I can get up with a stool, but I can't come down.
Well, so I joined in July of 2000, right out of high school. I went right into the Army, served 4 years active duty in the infantry, and then I left after a year in Iraq. I was there for the invasion in 2003. Came home and decided to use my GI Bill to go to college, and that's where I met Anna. We met at college, and then actually, probably after a year or two, I actually decided to go back into the Army Reserves, this time as a medic and a physical therapy technician. And then after I finished that stint, I completely separated in December of 2007. And then we eventually moved here to San Antonio, which is where I'm originally from, and started a family.
Rosie's been the most inspiring thing that's ever been a part of my life. She's taught me to be a better person. You've taught me to find out my dreams and what I want to do. I see how hard you work, and you make me want to work harder. And seeing her riding that bike today, you know what that tells me?
What?
You're going to go really far, and you're going to do really awesome things.
Basketball? Favorite sport?
Yep.
Favorite team?
Spurs.
The Spurs. Baseball, favorite team?
Cardinals.
Wearing the shirt. Pro football, favorite team?
Broncos.
Broncos. You ready to ride a bicycle now? Oh yeah, it's ready.
So yes.
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 Well, I started off, I'll start with when we were married. I came into the Air Force as military police. We were stationed so we were living in St. Louis, and I was stationed at Scott Air Force Base in Illinois. And we had our son Logan, and then a couple of years later, Jordan came along. We did 5 years at Scott Air Force Base. Moved here to San Antonio for a 4-year tour. And then from here, we went to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I did a year in Korea, and we finished up our career in California. Just recently moved back to San Antonio after retirement. In the beginning, for the first probably 10 years of his life, we had upwards of 12 doctors, different for each specialty, trying to figure out the issues that Jordan had and what we could do to assist him. And doctors that included therapists, occupational therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy, as well as neurological doctors, and all different kinds of doctors that we've had to coordinate with and have them get to know Jordan and his difficulties. So every time we've moved, we've had to reestablish those doctors and try to get them information on what the previous doctors in the previous city and state had already gone through, so they didn't repeat it. I think one of the main things, and I'm sure all families in the military deal with it, when you move away from home, which our first duty station as a family was at home, and every move since then has moved us further away. So Midwest is where we met and were married and we were stationed, and then San Antonio, Texas, Albuquerque, New Mexico to California. So we kept moving west away from family and friends, and all we had most of the time was just our family. So that was difficult for us, and trying to find things that we could do as a family outdoors is how we stayed connected. And getting this bike and allowing him to be able to ride with us on his own instead of being towed behind when we never saw him is it's going to be huge for us. It's a game changer. We are very blessed and feel very proud to have been a part of this.
I joined in November of 1976 and delayed entry. I went active duty in April of 77 as a military police. My first station was Puerto Rico. From Puerto Rico, I became a drill sergeant. Went to Alabama. I was stationed in Alabama. From Alabama, I went to Panama. From Panama, I requested. I was on the narcotics task force and they had asked me, "Where do you want to go?" I said, "Fort Sam, Texas. I'll go home." I got out of active duty after 10 years. I joined the National Guard for 3, and then I went to the reserves for my last 4 years. So I did 24 from the time I enlisted to the time I got out. I retired in 2000. And I changed MOSs from 95B, which is the military police, to counterintelligence. And now I take care of families. I'm retired, and that's my life right here. This one and this one.
And that one. What do you think about today?
It was
Good?
I like pushing him around. Can you tell him thank you for helping you get the bike?
Oh, you're welcome.
Say I love
I love my bike.
So tell me about your bike ride. Father's Day? What's the plan for... What are you doing tomorrow?
The bike riding.